Looking for more intense post-apocalyptic thrillers like The Last of Us? You're in luck. The fan-favorite show is still ongoing, but if you're craving similar dystopian sci-fi series with gripping stories, here are some must-watch picks that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Dive into worlds where survival is a constant battle, and every decision could mean the difference between life and death. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and let us know your favorite in the comments. The Walking Dead.
The only way this works is if we trust each other. So what do you say?
The Walking Dead and The Last of Us share a hauntingly similar post-apocalyptic tone, where survival is brutal and humanity is tested. This AMC series ran from 2010 to 2022, spanning 11 seasons and 177 episodes. It kicks off with Rick Grimes, a sheriff who wakes up from a coma to find the world overrun by zombies, known as walkers. As he searches for his family, he joins a group of survivors, facing impossible choices, devastating losses, and enemies even worse than the undead.
Others have spoken the life they saw. She unsettles the pack.
The early seasons hit hard with action, emotion, and unforgettable characters like Daryl, Michonne, Carol, and Glenn. While some later seasons dragged, die-hard fans stuck around, and for good reason, and the story didn't stop there. The Walking Dead universe expanded with spin-offs like Fear the Walking Dead, World Beyond, Tales of the Walking Dead, Dead City, Daryl Dixon, and The Ones Who Live. Station 11.
Is the now and what got us to this point.
Station 11 paints a haunting yet surprisingly hopeful picture of a world transformed by a catastrophic pandemic. Based on Emily Street John Mandel's novel, this HBO series shifts between the outbreak's chaotic early days and a future where Kirsten, played by Matilda Lawler and Mackenzie Davis, finds purpose performing Shakespeare with the Traveling Symphony. Life in this new world isn't easy. The group faces constant challenges, including a dangerous cult that threatens their fragile way of life.
It's coming back. I won't let it.
It's a story that hits uncomfortably close to home, making it all the more gripping. Sure, the series can feel like a slow burn at first, and the timeline jumping might leave you puzzled, but stick with it. By episode 5, you'll be hooked. Mackenzie Davis and Danielle Deadwyler lead an incredible cast, delivering performances full of depth and emotion. Davis's portrayal even earned her a well-deserved award. With just 10 episodes, this miniseries is perfect for a weekend binge, especially if you're into dystopian tales.
Snowpiercer.
To help them survive this wretched world.
Snowpiercer takes you on a gripping journey through a dystopian world, all set aboard a train that never stops circling a frozen Earth. It's humanity's last refuge, and every car tells a story. Class struggles, survival, and rebellion are front and center. If you loved Bong Joon-ho's 2013 film, the series may not hit every mark, but it captures that same edge-of-your-seat energy.
Honor. We'll finish this where we started.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The plot unfolds with unexpected twists that make it impossible to stop watching. Jennifer Connelly's performance is unforgettable, bringing depth and intensity to an already strong cast. Visually, it's stunning, and the atmosphere is charged with suspense. While the pacing falters in the later seasons and not every character stands out, the bold storytelling and constant surprises make it worth the ride. 12 Monkeys.
Impossible.
Just kill someone.
He's already dead.
12 Monkeys is one of the most underrated sci-fi series, a true masterpiece in storytelling. Adapted from the cult classic 1995 film, it takes the original concept and expands it into something far deeper, diving into complex timelines and richly developed characters. This dystopian series brings time travel into a grim, plague-ravaged future where humanity is on the brink of extinction. But it's not just about survival, it's a literal race against time. Each season ups the stakes with mind-bending narratives, where paradoxes aren't just part of the story, they're central to it. With emotional arcs that hit hard, intricate plotting that keeps you guessing, and stellar production values, 12 Monkeys is a sci-fi gem that's impossible to put down once you start. Spanning 4 seasons from 2015 to 2018, the series managed what few shows can: a tight, focused narrative with a clear beginning, middle, and end. The creators knew exactly where they were headed, delivering a finale that ties up every loose end in a deeply satisfying way. If you're ready to experience this brilliant series, you can catch 12 Monkeys streaming on Hulu. Chernobyl.
All of it.
HBO's Chernobyl is one of the most powerful miniseries ever made. In just 5 episodes, it shows the true story of the 1986 nuclear disaster in a way that feels real and deeply disturbing. The explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant wasn't just a tragic accident. It was one of the worst man-made disasters in history, and this show doesn't hold back. It gives you a raw look at what happened and how it affected thousands of lives.
What happened then? What happened after?
People who lived through it, especially in Ukraine, Hungary, and Poland, say the show gets it right. Some even said watching it with their parents brought back all the memories. Not just the events, but the fear, the confusion, and the sense of betrayal. The acting is outstanding. Jared Harris and Stellan Skarsgård both won Emmys, and Jessie Buckley delivers a performance you won't forget. But it's the message that stays with you. The line, "What is the cost of lies?" hits harder than any explosion. From
No matter what this place throws at us, we're gonna find our way home.
From is a sci-fi horror series that plunges viewers into a nightmarish town where no one who enters ever seems to leave. The show begins with a group of people trapped in a strange town from which they cannot escape. No matter what they try, they always end up right back where they started.
Please don't.
A man protects his family.
And when the sun goes down, creepy, violent creatures emerge, leaving nobody safe. The story is incredibly gripping, and the characters feel authentic. Each episode deepens the mystery, and fans say it's impossible to stop watching. However, by season 3, there are still tons of unanswered questions. The 100th.
Crime dies for his! I can't let you die to save me. Get out of there now!
The series kicks off with a gripping premise. Nearly a century after a nuclear apocalypse wipes out life on Earth, the surviving remnants of humanity are living on a space station called the Ark. But when resources start running out, they send 100 juvenile delinquents back to Earth to find out if it's habitable again. Once they land, it doesn't take long to realize they're not as alone as they thought, and that's when things get really interesting. The show is packed with intense action, surprising twists, and characters you'll either root for or absolutely despise.
People who can't see. Story of my life.
What we had to do to survive.
It dives deep into themes like survival, morality, and what it really means to stay human when everything is falling apart. Without spoiling too much, The 100 pulls you into its gritty, post-apocalyptic world with compelling storylines and layered world building. Now, I'll admit, the last couple of seasons left many fans, including myself, a bit disappointed. But overall, it's still an incredible sci-fi series worth watching. The Leftovers. The Leftovers is an emotional masterpiece that doesn't get the attention it deserves, despite an impressive 91% on Rotten Tomatoes. The story takes place 3 years after the sudden departure, a mysterious event where 2% of the world's population vanishes without a trace. It's not just about what happened, it's about how people pick up the pieces. Grief, faith, and the very essence of being human takes center stage in this deeply moving series. The show follows Kevin Garvey, the police chief of a small town called Mapleton, as he struggles to hold his family and community together while battling his own inner demons.
People just want finality, an end to their grief. But with departures, there is no end.
Created by Damon Lindelof and Tom Perrotta and inspired by Perrotta's novel, the series ran from 2014 to 2017. Season 1 lays the groundwork, immersing you in introspection, while Season 2 turns up the intensity, weaving chaos and heartbreak with surprising moments of hope. This isn't some exclusive show for the so-called intellectual elite. It's a universal story that hits home for anyone willing to approach it with patience and an open heart. Silo.
You're frightened.
I'm not afraid of the rebellion.
Silo is a true dystopian sci-fi gem and one of the best series from Apple TV. This 2023 original transports us to a future where an entire community survives in a sprawling underground silo with 144 levels. Rebecca Ferguson stars as Juliet Nichols, an engineer stationed at the very bottom, working on the generators. Her curiosity sets her on a dangerous path to uncover the secrets behind the silo's origins and the forces pulling the strings.
Clock is running. There isn't much time left.
This is a threat to order in the silo.
I don't care about order.
Season 2 is currently airing on Apple TV+, with new episodes dropping weekly. So far, 4 episodes have been released, and the season finale is set for January 17th, 2025. Ferguson has hinted that Season 2 will take a darker, more intense turn, with the potential for Seasons 3 and 4 to wrap up the story. Fallout.
Wants to save the world, they disagree on how.
Fallout might just be one of the best video game adaptations we've ever seen. Based on the iconic game series, the show drops us into a brutal post-apocalyptic world and follows Lucy, played by Ella Purnell, as she leaves the safety of Vault 33, 219 years after nuclear war wiped everything out. She steps into the wasteland of Los Angeles and quickly realizes it's nothing like she expected. There's radiation, mutants, and dangerous factions around every corner. But what really makes Fallout stand out is how it nails the game's dark humor and gritty survival vibe, while also bringing in new twists that actually work. The world feels lived in, raw, and real. And whether you've played the games or not, this is just a damn good sci-fi series. Oh, and it's already locked in for a second season.